So let's go ahead and test these 38 specials loaded with 157 grain Matt's Bullet full wad cutter. And we're using 4.2 grains of number 2 accurate powder.
Trying to see where I see the smoke coming out, so if I could tell you what to do. Go up, down, or right. You gotta aim lower. Aim lower? Yeah. Hold on, pass the wood. You were hitting that wood like I was hitting.
Oh, that means I got.
Drop it down, yeah.
So that's a pretty good group for that wad cutter load. In fact, if the shooter had sharper eyes, that would be a one-hole group. I'm almost certain of that. So what we have here is our first group of the day, 5 shots into that at 12.5 yards. So it's not 25 yards, but if you shoot at 25 yards, the group would be twice as big, and if you had better eyes, it'd be a one-hole group at 12.5, and it'd be this size group at 25. Then I shot 2 groups here, one at the bottom of the neck, so the top 5 holes are in that group. But then I shot another group that was aimed at the top of that circle, and it put 5 shots right there on the bottom part. So those 2 5-shot groups ran together, but they're about the same as that first one. But then I shot 5 more, and 4 of them went in the same hole in the clover leaf, and the 5th one was thrown out. But that shows what kind of accuracy potential this bullet has. It's a good bullet, that 157 grain full cast wad cutter from Matt's Bullets. And better shooter will shoot a one-hole group. That 5th one should have been right in there. Now that I know that the pressure is fine with those seated out bullets, let's try shooting that same bullet that's a little bit deeper seated, so the case mouth is right over the front driving band. Same powder charge, 4.2 grains of the accurate number 2 powder. Pressure should be fine because it was really mild with the other one. Well, that last 5-shot group is on the head of the top left target, and you can see that 4 of them went in the same hole, and the 5th one is a little bit low left. So that bullet shot even better when you seat it deeper, right over the front driving band. So we'll just go ahead and load them that way. Plus, the neat thing about this is that the same powder charge, 4.2 grains of number 2 powder, gives you actually better performance and a little bit better accuracy. So you get more velocity for the same powder. Hard to beat that. Now, a very important consideration for a new bullet is how well does the gun clean up? How much leading happens in a gun after you shoot a new bullet? So you look at this, and it's got the normal amount of powder fouling. We fired 50 rounds today, and you can see the powder fouling in there. So let's just go ahead and do a quick cleanup to get rid of the powder fouling so we can assess how much leading is in there. So we'll begin by running a 38 caliber brush through the cylinder, through all the cylinders of our revolver. Say about 3 or 4 passes in each cylinder should be all we need. So I won't show you all that. And then of course run the brass brush through the barrel. Not the easiest thing to do with a camera in the way. Now you don't want to jam the brush back against the recoil shield, so we want to take it easy going through there so it doesn't just go free fall through there and smash into the back of the recoil shield. Could cause damage to the firing pinhole. Then we want to use the little muzzle protecting, the brass muzzle protecting jig to keep that centered, keep the brush centered in the barrel so it doesn't damage the crown of the rifling or the crown of the barrel, like so. Then we want to take one of these jigs, these little jags, and put your patch in there and run a patch through your cylinder, through each cylinder. Run it through there a couple times, each cylinder, so that we can assess if there's any leading in there. I'm pleased to report that cleanup is going to be a snap. There is no appreciable lead in there. Some streaks, minor, we'll just go ahead and run a brass brush in there more so, and this gun will clean up very nicely. So the report is that the 157 grain full Wadcutter in 38 special shoots nice and clean. So that's a go. Beautiful blue steel revolver. We like bullets that shoot clean.